Hearing none, the chair lays out House Bill 4000 and recognizes Representative Toth to explain his bill.
Thank you, Chairman, members. It's early, so I'm going to keep it really short and simple. I asked for details about federal mandates on our school districts to see if they were creating a financial burden on our state. We know that if you talk with any classroom teachers, they'll tell you they create an incredible burden for additional time that it takes away from their family and from actually just loving children and taking care of kids. And so I asked as well what the financial burden was to the Texas Education Agency, and they said they really had no information. So we reached out to the LBB, and the Legislative Budget Board said the best way to really figure this out is to do a study. So HB 4000 is that bill. The filed language actually has the LBB creating a report on state mandates. So we will be changing that to federal mandates. So happy to answer any questions. Otherwise, ask for an opportunity to close.
Absolutely. Members' questions for Representative Toth? Very good. Yes, Representative Turner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So just to clarify, Representative, it will encompass both state and federal mandates, or just federal?
Right, this is going to focus just on federal.
Federal, okay, thank you.
Representative Gonzalez.
Thank you, Chair Zerwas. Representative Toth, I'm really curious about this bill. When you say federal mandates, does that include like testing, for example?
It's not a bad idea to look at that, but it's really not funded, or I'm sorry, geared towards that. It's really geared more towards the idea of what are all the reporting requirements that classroom teachers have to do. It's data, it's information that no one really looks at, but the Department of Education as well as the TEA want to have that historical information in case they want to look backwards to do a study. But it's just time that teachers have to take away from kids. We've all talked to teachers. They've all told us that there's a ridiculous amount of reporting requirements that they have to adhere to. And so, but that's one of the many things, right? So in addition to that, too, are all the different things that ISDs have to staff for that the federal government asks them to staff for.
I guess the way I read your bill, I think that when a federal mandate for us, and I guess it depends on how you want to define mandate.
If you want to break it, if you'd like to, I'd take an amendment on the floor on this, Representative. If we can define that, and if you want to break that out, I'd be happy to accept that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Members, other questions for the author of the bill? Seeing none, and as there are no witnesses registered to testify publicly, is there anyone else wishing to testify on, for, or against House Bill 4000? There being none, public testimony is closed, and the chair recognizes Representative Toth to close on his bill.
I close.
This time, HB 4000 will be left pending. Thank you, Representative Toth.